All right, guys. So I've been getting some emails about this question. So I'm just gonna go ahead and go over it. That way I can just send a link to the video for you guys to see. And just excuse my music in the background. My little baby's watching super simple songs. Anyway. So I'm not gonna lie, this question kind of stumped me too. So I really had to go back and look at it and get some help myself to understand it. But it says Karen mixes 3/4 cups of raisins, 1 cup peanuts, and 1/2 cups of chocolate chips to make trail mix. So of course, all these numbers are important. 3/4 cups of raisins, 1 cup of peanuts, and 1/2 cup of chocolate chips. How many raisins would he need to make 10 cups of trail mix? Okay, so first of all, I need to figure out how much ingredients I have all together because I only want 10 cups of trail mix. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take all my ingredients and add them up. What I like to do is make my fractions all the same because it makes it easier to add since I'm adding my fractions. So I'm going to take 3/4 and I'm going to add it to 1. But instead of adding like 1 whole, I want to keep it in fraction form. So I'm going to, instead of using 1 whole, I'm actually going to use 4/4. And then I have 1/2 cups of chocolate chips. So instead of using 1/2, I know that the equivalent to 1/2 is 2/4. Okay, so now I'm going to add all this up. 3 plus 4 is 7. 7 plus 2 is 9. So 9, and then of course my denominator stays the same when I'm adding fractions. Okay, so now I know that all my ingredients equal 9/4. I can change this into a mixed number, but I'm not. I'm going to wait and do that. So I'm going to go ahead now and say I want 10 cups of trail mix. So what I need to do is actually take that 10 and divide it by the total number of ingredients, or the total cups of ingredients, which is 9/4. When you add all the ingredients together, you have 9, or 2 1/4 cups of ingredients, raisins, peanuts, and chocolate chips all together. So when you divide by a fraction, of course, you know we're going to flip that around and multiply. So this is the same thing as saying 10 over 1. We can put that over 1 times, we're going to invert this. We're going to do the opposite, 4/9. Okay, so this is going to equal 40/9. Okay, so that means that 10 cups of trail mix would be equivalent to 40/9. That's how much ingredients I would have. Okay, so now I need to take this and figure out how much would be raisins, how much would be peanuts, and how much would be chocolate chips. So I'm going to go ahead and say 40/9 times 3/4, because right now I'm looking for raisins. Okay, so 40 times 3 is 120, and 9 times 4 is 36, which this can be reduced because it has a greatest common factor. The greatest common factor of 120 and 36 would be 4, if you worked it out. So we divide both by 4, and that is how we end up with 120 divided by 4 is 30. Oops. 30. And 36 divided by 4 is 9. Oops, and you always want to circle your final answer. Okay, so that's what worked. 39ths. You could have also now taken this and changed it into a mixed number by dividing. $30 divided by 9 would be 3. It's 27. And I'm left with a remainder of 3. So 39ths is equal to 3 and 3/9, which this can also reduce. 3/9 can reduce to 3 and 1/3. Okay, so 3 and 1/3 would be how much raisins would be in there for 10 cups of trail mix. 39ths or 3 and 1/3. Okay, so then it asks, how many cups of peanuts would he need to make 10 cups of trail mix? So now I'm just looking at my peanuts. Peanuts is 1 cup. So let's go back, and we're using the same thing. We're using this 49ths. Okay, so now I'm taking 49ths, and this one's pretty easy. I'm just multiplying it by 1. So the answer here was just 49ths. Now, I could also change this to a mixed number by dividing. But you could just put in 49ths. It accepted 49ths. So, but let's just go ahead and do this. 40 divided by 9 is 4. Because 4 times 9 is 36. It leaves me with a remainder of 4. So I have, I now have 4 and 4/9. But like I said, this right here is acceptable. So you can do it that way. Okay, and then the last one, it said same problem. Now we're looking at the chocolate chips. So we're looking at chocolate chips, which is, half cups of chocolate chips. Okay, and so we're still going to use this number, 49ths, but now we're multiplying it by 1/2. Okay, so multiplying it across, 40 times 1 is 40, and 9 times 2 is 18. Oops. Which, of course, this can be reduced because 40 can divide by 2, and 18 can be divided by 2. So the final answer that you're left with is 20/9, which is the answer that the computer accepted. Of course, you could always change this from this mixed number. From this improper fraction to a mixed number. Sorry, it's late. It's my bedtime. 20 divided by 9 is 2. 2 times 9 is 18. So I'm left with a remainder of 2. So this could also be written as 2 and 2/9. Okay. I apologize if I made a mistake somewhere, but this is the answers. For chocolate chips, it's 29ths. For peanuts, it's 49ths. And for raisins, it is 39ths. So, okay. And then if you actually added all of these together, you would get 10. 3 3/9 plus 4 4/9 plus 2 2/9. So you know what? I'll just go ahead and show you that. That's the way you can check your work. 2 2/9 plus, or even doing it like this, 29 plus 49. Plus, let's check our answer. 3 3 3/9. We'll leave the ninths to keep the denominators the same. So first we add our whole numbers. We have 4 plus 2 is 6, plus 3 is 9. Plus we add our fractions. 2/9 plus 4/9 plus 3/9 gives us 9/9, which is actually equivalent to 1. And so 9 plus 1 is 10. And there you go. That is the answer. All right, guys. I don't know how to stop this.